Hey friends, welcome to the Time for Living podcast, your ultimate guide to finding the time you need to crush your business dreams while still having time to live your one beautiful life. I'm your host, Lucy Clark, a devoted boy mum, dedicated business owner and time-finding expert. Say goodbye to the I'm too busy mindset that's holding you back from growing your online business. No more feeling overwhelmed or stuck in the same place year after year. Each week, we'll dive deep into strategies for being intentional with your precious time so you can hit those business goals while still making time for yourself and your family. If you're ready to create more time, get practical tips and prioritize the steps that will make the biggest impact on your business and life, then you're in the right spot. Pop in your earbuds, steal a quiet moment, and let's find time together. Hello, my lovely friend. I'm so thrilled you're here with me today, because we're diving into a topic that can really get your business skyrocketing. Productivity boosters. As someone who's been in the trenches of building a business while trying to maintain some semblance of balance, I know how crucial it is to find strategies that actually work. We all want that sweet taste of time freedom, where our businesses thrive without us feeling like we're constantly running on empty. And no, these aren't the usual suspects like the Pomodoro technique, eat the frog, or the Eisenhower matrix, though those methods certainly have massive value for your productivity. Instead, I wanted to explore some fresh approaches that will spark your creativity and inspire the action you've been yearning for. So whether you're looking for quick wins or just trying to reclaim your sanity amidst the chaos, I've got you covered. We'll explore practical tips that you can implement right away, designed specifically for high-achieving women like you who are ready to up-level their business without sacrificing their personal lives. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's jump into these productivity boosters that will help you feel more in control and less overwhelmed. To understand the struggles, we need to get real for a moment. As entrepreneurs, especially ambitious women, we're carrying an invisible load that's heavier than most people realize. It's like when you're constantly running a marathon, but the finish line keeps moving. You know that feeling? When you're juggling client work, marketing, admin tasks, personal development, family responsibilities, and somehow trying to squeeze in a moment for your health and self-care, all while feeling like you're perpetually behind. I've been there, burning the midnight oil, answering emails at 10 p.m., waking up at 6 a.m. to get a head start, feeling guilty when you're working and guilty when you're not. The traditional 9 to 5 never felt right, which is why we became entrepreneurs. But here's the irony. Many of us have traded one form of burnout for another. We wanted freedom, but instead we created these businesses that can feel like a double-edged sword. The dream is always about time freedom, the ability to design our days, to work when we're most productive, to have space for our passions, our families, and ourselves. But right now, most of us are just surviving, not thriving. We're overworked, overstressed, and honestly, exhausted. The great news is that you can turn this around. It doesn't have to be this way. And that's exactly why we're exploring these productivity boosters today on the Time for Living podcast. These aren't just random tips. These are strategic approaches that have transformed how we as successful entrepreneurs can manage our time, energy, and businesses, because not all tasks are created equal. So if you're ready to stop feeling like you're always playing catch up and start taking control of your time, lean in. I have 12 productivity boosters that are going to transform the way you approach your work for good. You can choose to implement some, all, or just the ones that resonate with you. It's all about finding what works best for your unique style and compels you to take action. Embrace the power to tailor these strategies to fit your needs and watch how they elevate your productivity. Firstly, let's talk about keeping it simple. You know, in a world overflowing with productivity apps and tools, it's easy to get lost in the chaos. I remember a time when I tried every app I came across, hoping to find that magic bullet. But guess what? The real magic happened when I stripped it all back to the basics. Just the stock Apple apps and iCloud and one project management software. It was like a breath of fresh air. Everything just works seamlessly, and I find myself spending less time organizing and more time actually doing. For us entrepreneurs, simplicity can be a powerful ally. So start by evaluating your current tools. Ask yourself, do they serve you, or are they just adding to the noise? Simplify your digital workspace and watch how much more focused and liberated you feel. The next productivity booster is warming up. So it's warming up before you leap into tasks. Picture this, you're at the starting line of a race, but instead of sprinting off immediately, you take a moment to stretch and prepare. That's what warming up is all about in your daily routines. When I started dedicating time to organize my day before jumping in, everything changed. Breaking down tasks into bite-sized pieces gave me clarity and momentum. For entrepreneurs juggling multiple responsibilities, this approach is invaluable. Try setting aside time each morning or at the end of your workday for the following day to map out your day. Choose your top 3 priorities, brainstorm the steps, jot down contacts you'll need, and visualize your goals. It's like giving yourself a head start before the real work begins. Nextly, Ohio. Only handle it once. The Ohio method is also known as the 2-minute rule. This little tip has saved me countless hours of back and forth with emails and tasks. The idea is simple. If you open an email or start a task, deal with it right then if possible, or leave it until you're ready to tackle it fully. This way, your inbox doesn't become a never-ending to-do list that haunts you at night. For busy entrepreneurs like us, minimizing decision fatigue is key. Next time you check your emails, aim to either respond immediately or schedule time later when you can give it your full attention. It's about creating efficiency and reducing stress by handling things once and moving on. Next, let's make productivity fun with gamification. Who says work has to be all serious business? By turning certain tasks into games or challenges, you can inject some excitement into your routines. I started setting mini challenges for myself, like completing a task within a certain time frame, and rewarded myself when I succeeded. It's amazing how adding a little bit of playfulness can boost motivation and productivity. For entrepreneurs looking for that extra push, try setting up small rewards for completing tasks. It's all about making work feel less like work and more like an adventure. Next, let's discuss accountability partners. They are your secret weapon for staying on track. Having someone who checks in on your progress can be incredibly motivating. I have teamed up with a friend who is also running her own business. We keep each other accountable with weekly check-ins. It's like having a personal cheerleader who also holds me accountable. For entrepreneurs who sometimes struggle with self-discipline, finding an accountability partner can make all the difference. Reach out to someone whose opinion you value and set up regular meetings to discuss goals and progress. Next, here's a trick that's helped me immensely, the one more technique. It's all about taking things one step at a time without feeling overwhelmed by the big picture. Inspired by other successful entrepreneurs, I've learned to push myself just a little further each time by saying just one more. Whether it's one more email or one more task before calling it quits for the day, this mindset keeps me moving forward without burnout creeping in. Most entrepreneurs often face daunting workloads. Breaking them down into manageable chunks can keep you motivated and productive. But never let this lead to burnout. It doesn't mean 10 more. Next, let's talk about automation, your best friend for saving time. Automating repetitive tasks has been incredibly beneficial for me, freeing up precious hours for more meaningful work. Think about all those small, mundane tasks that eat up your day, like sending follow-up emails, updating spreadsheets, or posting on social media. By setting up automation for these tasks, you can create a system that runs smoothly without constant supervision. For instance, I use tools like Zapier to connect different apps and streamline workflows. It allows me to automate actions between apps without needing to code. Start by identifying tasks that consume your time but don't require your personal touch. Then find tools that can handle them for you. You'll be amazed at how much mental space opens up when you delegate these repetitive tasks to automation. Plus, this frees you to focus on the strategic aspects of your business that truly require your expertise and creativity. I touched on it before, but the next one is splitting down tasks. When faced with daunting projects, splitting tasks down is my go-to strategy. By breaking large tasks into smaller steps, everything feels more achievable. And trust me, it works wonders against procrastination too. I used to wonder why my big projects didn't get done as I kept putting them off for another day. I'd blame my lack of productivity. But once I started breaking them down into bite-sized chunks, it was like lifting a weight off my shoulders. For example, currently I'm working on my mobile optimization project. Instead of writing down optimize for mobile on my to-do list, I've broken it down into specific actions. Assess the current website layout, implement responsive design elements, test loading speeds on various devices, streamline content for readability, and the list goes on. This structured approach ensures that I cover all essential aspects of mobile optimization, leading to a better user experience and increased engagement. This way, each small task feels manageable and gives me a sense of accomplishment as I check them off one by one. As entrepreneurs often juggle multiple responsibilities, tackling them piece by piece ensures steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. So next time you're staring down a massive project, remember it's all those small steps that lead to big results, one simple step forward at a time. Another productivity booster is optimization, which is all about making small tweaks every day that add up over time, like compound interest, but for productivity. Each day presents opportunities for improvement. Maybe it's streamlining communication channels or finding faster ways of doing routine tasks. Whatever cuts down on wasted effort counts as optimization. I challenge myself to identify at least one area each week where I can improve efficiency. For instance, I might notice that my email responses are taking longer than they should because I'm typing similar replies over and over again. So I've created templates for common responses and set aside specific times during the day to handle emails in batches instead of sporadically throughout the day. This not only saves time, but also helps me maintain focus on other important tasks without constant interruptions. Remember, optimization doesn't have to be a huge overhaul. Even the smallest adjustments can lead to significant gains in productivity over time. Another productivity booster is the sandbox technique. Imagine your productivity as a sandbox, a place where you can play, experiment, and build without fear of failure. When I first embraced this mindset, it transformed how I approached my work. Instead of rigidly sticking to one method, I allowed myself the freedom to adapt and change. For us entrepreneurs, this flexibility is crucial. Start by viewing your tasks as opportunities for creativity rather than chores. Create mood boards or use graphic notations in your to-do list to make planning fun and engaging. It helps your brain if you use the same graphics for the same type of task. Simple tricks can lead to big progress. Remember, it's about finding joy in the process and staying flexible enough to pivot when something isn't working. Finally, we do have to track our progress to keep ourselves accountable. Not only does it show us how far we've come, but also highlights areas that need improvement. A vital practice, especially when juggling entrepreneurial duties. I found that regularly reviewing my goals and progress helps me stay focused and motivated. Whether it's through a simple spreadsheet or using project management software, having a visual representation of what I've accomplished can be incredibly rewarding. It's not just about tracking completed tasks, it's also about reflecting on what strategies worked well and where there's room for growth. For instance, if I notice that certain types of projects consistently take longer than expected, I can analyze why that is and adjust my planning accordingly. This self-reflection fosters a sense of responsibility for my actions and decisions, making me more mindful of how I allocate my time and energy. So create a system that works for you, whether it's daily check-ins with yourself or weekly reviews, or both, and watch how it transforms your productivity. And there you have it, 12 simple productivity boosters. And I know there are a lot more out there, but by keeping a close eye on what works and what doesn't, you empower yourself to make informed decisions that align with your goals. It's all about creating systems that not only help you stay organized, but also motivate you to keep pushing forward. Think of it like being the CEO of your own productivity, constantly analyzing, adjusting, and optimizing your approach. Remember, the most successful entrepreneurs aren't those who never fail, but those who learn quickly, keep taking action, and adapt even faster. So to quickly recap on what we've covered today, we dove into the common struggles we face as entrepreneurs, those feelings of being overworked and overstressed, and explored how we break free from those chains with some powerful productivity boosters. From keeping it simple to embracing automation, each technique is designed to help you reclaim your time and energy, but most importantly, to motivate you to take action. Remember, achieving time freedom isn't just a dream. It's entirely possible with the right strategies in place. You deserve to run a business that serves your life, not the other way round. And as we wrap up today's episode, I want to invite you to take this journey with me beyond the podcast. If you're feeling inspired and ready to take action, make sure you hop on over to my website, timeforliving.co and join my email list for more tips, resources, and insider secrets on mastering productivity and time management. I promise to deliver content that's not only practical but also inspiring straight to your inbox. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I love sharing my ideas with you, and I'd be thrilled to hear your thoughts or any questions you might have. Feel free to reach out via email or connect with me on Instagram at timeforlivingco. I'll link them in the show notes. Until next time, keep chasing those big dreams and living life on your terms. Hey friends, thank you so much for tuning in to the Time for Living podcast today. If this episode inspired you to take action and save time, I'd be so grateful if you could leave a written review and subscribe over on Apple Podcasts. Your feedback means the world to me and helps us reach even more amazing people like you. If you know a friend who needs to hear this message, share this episode with them. And remember, your time is precious, so make every moment count. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep living, and keep making time for what matters most.